Yeah, I thought our road win at Mississippi State showed a lot of character with these guys, to get down like we did at the beginning of the game, be in a pretty hostile environment. I mean, some of these guys that are new to the SEC found out what a true road game's like. We'll have some other big-time environments. Got one coming up at Tennessee, but I thought we showed some resilience. I maybe was most proud of Grant Nelson's interior defense. I thought he was great, the job he did on Tolu. So we got some positives moving forward from there. We still haven't seen what our whole team can look like if we get everybody clicking and playing defense for 40 minutes. But we did show we can win big road games without playing great on offense, because we had a number of our guys not have very good offensive games, and we're still able to beat a good team. So that was something positive. So the Missouri games, coming up tomorrow, they're a team that's dangerous because they play fast. They take a lot of threes. They've got offensive firepower. They turn you over. We've been having issues with our turnovers. So they may be 0-3 and we're 3-0 and we're at home, but they're also a team that can easily upset somebody just with their style of play. So I told our guys, we got to do a way better job taking care of the ball. If we can take care of the ball, I think we can get quality shots on them. They've been susceptible to the offensive rebounds, and we've been pretty good on the old glass. We got to do a great job taking care of the ball, making sure we get on the old glass. And then defensively, we just got to keep improving. They've got some firepower. I mean, their offense is their strong suit for sure. So we got to do a good job defensively. We got to do a good job on East. He's been super consistent. I think he's had 10 straight games scoring 15 points or more, which is pretty high level with the competition that they played. So we got to do a good job on him. They caused some mismatch problems. Carter's, tough in the posts. If you're switching 1 through 4, they try to take advantage of that. They've got good, one of the best shot blockers in the country. So they do some things well defensively, and they pose some problems on offense. Our guys are going to have to be locked in for this one.
Yeah, hey, Coach. I was going to ask you about Grant, just where he's improved defensively, and what do you think he needs to do to kind of get that offense to match that? Yeah,
I think defensively he's gotten good guarding the post. We can play him at the 5 a little bit more. He's a good defensive player. He doesn't foul as much as some of our other post players, interior. So I thought he fought Tolu really tough. So he's certainly not soft. Offensively, we got to get him attacking the rim like he was early in the year. That's been our big point emphasis with him. We don't want him turning down open shots, but there's times he could drive where he's settling for threes, and we need him to drive. We need him to do a better job screening for his teammates to open them up, kind of using his passing ability, kind of get into some dribble handoffs and stuff. So I thought he's been good. He was good today in practice with some of the stuff we've been making a point emphasis on.
Looking at Mizzou's Sean East, what's he do well for them, especially offensively?
Yeah, he gets downhill. I mean, they've got good spacing. He attacks gaps. He gets downhill. He can shoot. He's shooting. He doesn't take a ton of threes, but he's shooting a really high percentage. So you have to play him. And then when you get up and play him, he's so slithery. He kind of finds his way just to the rim, and he makes pretty good reads too. So, yeah, we've got to make sure we get the right matchups on him and do a good job keeping him out of the lane.
You kind of hinted at it, but, is it more suited to move Grant to the 5? And if so, what do you need from the other people to allow that to happen?
Yeah, there's times when it makes sense. Pringle's in foul trouble. Wagi's foot's been bothering him, so we're going to need him to play some more 5. I think if Pringle and Wagi are playing well, it's nice to have size at the 4. But, in order to play Grant more at the 5, you got to have some guys step up at the 4. So it's timely that Mo Diabate is starting to play well. He gets to the old boards. He creates stuff. He brings some toughness. So, you need Mo or Jaron, Sam. You need those guys that just get a little bit better on, Sam needs to get better on defense. Jaron needs to get better on defense. Diabate get a little more comfortable in our offense and stick to the plan on defense. He makes tough plays, but if you get those three guys playing a little bit better, you could probably play Grant a little bit more at the 5.
Yeah, Nick Honor, what stands out about his game and just what he kind of brings a unique element?
I mean, he's a big-time shooter. He shoots it really well, takes a lot of threes, but he's tough, thick, physical, can draw fouls, get downhill. I mean, he's been at numerous college programs, and he's been a high scorer at every one he's been to. So he's got a good skill, and he's tough. He handles the ball well. He can pass. I mean, they've got skilled players on offense. He's just thick and strong and tough physical guard as you'll see in this league, though.
You've seen Vanover a couple of times. I feel like he's been everywhere. But Grant Nelson's also faced him 3 times. Have you kind of looked at those matchups and see kind of how they pair against each other?
It's a good question. We have not. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest with you, because my only encounters with him have been at Arkansas. And so, yeah, he's been in a few different places. Grant played him when he was at Oral Roberts. Is that, yeah. Maybe we should go look at that. I have not. We pulled up the Keon Ambrose. I mean, he's 7'5" and can shoot threes. He's kind of an anomaly. He's getting thicker every time I see him. He seems like he's bigger and stronger. He's obviously getting older, but you got to move him a little bit, try to make him guard on the perimeter. But if you let him just camp out in the lane, I mean, he's 7'5". You're not going to be able to shoot over him. He protects the rim pretty well, but. Hopefully our athleticism will bother him some and get him going up and down the court a little bit. And you can't allow him to just sit in the lane. That's for sure. He's so big.
Anyone else? You mentioned earlier that Missouri shoots a lot of threes. What's your defensive game plan on running them off the line?
Yeah, I mean, we got to make sure that we're not in rotations because they do a good job moving the ball. So. Our ball screen coverage, it's hard to switch everything when they got, the athleticism they have at the 5, and then they come off the bench with 7'5". So, you don't want to. If you double the post, you're kind of in rotations. So you got to do a good job trying to figure out how to guard the post without having to double a lot. In your ball screen coverage, if you're always having to pull a third guy in, you're going to give up threes. So. We're going to try to figure out ways to guard the posts and ball screens without getting in rotations. And then sometimes you just, you got to do a good job guarding your man because you beat on a blow-by, you end up in a rotation. So that's kind of more the issue.
It's not really regarding the game or anything else, but this morning I read an article that today's 1892 Dr. Naismith's 13 Rules of Basketball were published, and there was no technical foul, by the way.
Really? So they didn't have text when the original rules? So it was January 15th of 1892, is that what it was? I didn't know that. I don't even know what the original 13 rules are. Guessing you get 2 points if it goes through. I know you had to get the broom and stick. They had a little hole to put the broom up to. That we wouldn't have played well that way because we need the ball to come through that net quick so we can get it out. But
There was some interesting ones. One was that whoever knocked the ball out of bounds, they got to throw it back in.
Oh, really? So a deflection to knock it out, we get it back?
Yeah. And there was the other one.
Be interesting to know when they change some of those rules. Oh, so it's just one like soccer, just every time it went in the goal, just kind of like you took soccer and moved the goal up top, made it shorter, and could use your hands. Yeah.
You could not use your fist to get the ball. I think
That's still a rule, I believe. Yeah. So they had a lot. The rule book now is about this thick, so the one page of 13 rules is going to about this much, yeah. So yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Good information. I'll have to look that up. Who has the original 13 rules? I know. Who has them now? Aren't they still on a piece of paper somewhere? Are they in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, you
I thought they sold for a bunch of money not that long ago. Maybe I'm wrong. So, Kurt, you always got the good information.